Hey, welcome to Geekshow Helpdesk.
I want to hear what Owen has to say.
Owen, what do you got to say about welcome to the show?
Welcome. You guys didn't think I was ready for that. But I
You're
was.
a man of many talents, Owen.
He hamstered away that food in his mouth right into his cheek.
It was like half a bite of cheeseburger.
It was an apple pie,
It was
to be
a
fair.
snack.
It was a snack
All right.
burger.
This is Geekshow Helpdesk, where we talk about tech, gadgets, and science-related things. And let's introduce our panelists, starting with the man who is snack-sized. It's Jaron.
I'm snack sized, Owen.
You know what?
Do you want a bite of me?
You know what's great,
You want
Jared?
a bite of that green apple?
The world changed for the better when things got snack-sized.
Oh, yeah?
And so I think that's a good thing for you.
Did things get snack sized or did some people just get bigger?
No, they started making things called snack size. Like,
What if it's both?
Or did they just
candy
label them
bars.
snack size?
no, you couldn't get a mini snack size Snickers bar before.
Whatever, man. I'm Jaron. You can find me on Blue Sky at Geronius. Or, never
Hey,
mind.
settle down.
I won't make any Owen jokes right now.
Yeah.
Save that for later.
Wait for it. You gotta let me cross-eye into it. I feel like I'm cross-eyed today. Just regular.
He's a little cross-eyed. Just a little, though. He's Owen.
Hey, I feel like this eye is wandering in. Anyway, it's gonna be a show today. Let me tell you that. I've already got this energy. I've already got this.
You ever just, wake up pissed?
Yeah. Today wasn't
Happened
that.
to
Today,
me a little bit for some reason.
today I woke up illogical. So that's gonna translate in. I think none of my facts have to make sense. I'm calling that.
So
my
no
stories-
change from previous weeks.
Oh,
I'm
got
calling
him.
it. I'm
Got him.
calling it. I'm just letting you know in advance. Maybe
if
I just woke up honest then.
If you call it, it doesn't count? Is that what you're saying?
Dude, have you? Yeah, get with the times, bro. I'll tell you.
Of course. What was I thinking?
Yeah. Anyway, he's our host. He's Tony.
Hey, I'm the host. Look at me. I'm the
Look at
host
you.
now.
Look at you in your hoodie.
Yep. It's chilly. It's been chilly, man.
Oh, whoops. It's
Not
been
a fan of
cold.
that. Not a fan of that.
Downright cold. I am nervous that
See-
I was nervous enough that the 12-pack of soda that I had hidden out for my car from my
Ooh, gotta
conniving
bring that in.
8-year-old son.
I don't
was
get
gonna
cold.
blow up.
I don't get cold anymore because I have this layer of visceral fat on me that Tony was very keen to point out during CES.
That was a very visceral description as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tony just said it just nonchalant. He was
You
like,
weren't even in the room, Owen. So
I heard.
so
I
you
was there.
You could
I was
just,
there.
Shut up in your
I
face.
was there. I was so there. Jaron, where's the picture of Tony with the beard? Do you have that?
The beard. Oh no, I don't.
We need to show that in the after.
There's plenty. There's plenty. You know, it takes a visceral fat to know a visceral fat. So there you go. Let's see. What are we talking about on this show? We got a show. Are we doing a show? Oh,
got a show.
Lando's gone. He's feeling
sick.
under the weather, and he didn't
on
find
death's
a
door.
substitute.
Last I heard.
Yeah, he said he was dying.
Did
Yeah.
not find a substitute, and I was too lazy to find one myself. Amongst all the other things I was doing today,
He did give us ample time this morning, so it's not his fault.
What do you mean? He still could have found a substitute.
No. You typically find the substitutes, Tony. You're the
Sometimes I
you're
do.
the person with all the reach.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Only when you ask him, "Hey, is someone available?"
Yeah, like,
And he agrees.
That's true.
which has been every time.
Maybe for you, because you've only used once.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Remember
All
how
right.
I sound like death like once a year during the show?
And then you come on anyways.
Yeah.
Because
then I
you
come
are
on anyway.
you are just
But we all know when I show up and I'm sick, I'm a trooper for doing it. I am the best.
I also agree
Right.
with that.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. Tony's
We
a
know
trooper.
It. We know it. I'm putting my whole heart and soul into this. Let's see. You know what? Some people put their whole heart and soul into is emails to the panelists.
Do we have any of those?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Hooray!
Got one from Seth. He says, "Hey fellas, and hey lady."
Hey, lady.
Hey,
I
lady.
assume that's for Lando.
Yes.
Sure.
He's not here to
Sure.
defend himself, so it's open season.
Sure. Yes, that's it. He says, "I just set up Pi-hole on a Raspberry Pi. and can't believe how great it is. Do you have any other recommendations on neat tech that has made your lives better? I'm aiming to set up Home Assistant next, but looking for other cool projects. Thanks, Seth.
Home Assistant is so cool.
If you don't have a NAS, set up a NAS. I think
Yep.
NASs are absolutely fantastic. And
What's that? What's that garage door thing, you guys? The garage door that you have, that like the smart app one.
My
MyQ.
MyQ.
Mike,
Yeah.
are those still good? You still liking those? Does that count?
Oh yeah, I use it all the time. It's
Or if you want another project, I always refer back to Jaren's. Is it your brother-in-law or your friend?
My friend,
Your
Vault
friend,
Warden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who,
So you
who
can.
did his self-hosting
I
thing.
thought it was Bitwarden.
Bitwarden
It's
is
Bitwarden, but the project is called Vault Warden because it takes a version of Bitwarden. But yeah, you can self-host your own Bitwarden server, and you could even do it on Google's free tier servers, which is what I'm doing. So I'm not even hosting it on my network; it's in Google's cloud for free because it uses such little data.
It's so cool too because you have to normally pay. Like I pay for 1Password, but Bitwarden has got like all the same features.
Yep, I'm using it for free. My
Oh.
my wife is on it too, on the same instance.
How often do they
Awesome.
update it?
The project auto updates. Like, so
Oh,
my friend
usually I
wrote a guide on, I think it was on. No, he has his own GitHub for it, but then he wrote his own guide on how to do it.
I have
and
that
it
bookmarked.
auto updates.
If you
Nice.
Seth, if you're interested, Seth, hit us up in the Discord, and I'll send you that. I have that page bookmarked because I have been meaning to do it. I run Proxmox now, and I've been toying with maybe setting up and self-hosting it in my house. You know, like why Google servers? So you don't have to worry
Because
about
then you don't
firewall
have to
issues.
host it. Yeah, you don't have to host it at your house and poke holes in your firewall.
Exactly. That's why I did it.
If you really want to have a time suck, get into 3D printing. That'll eat
Oh,
up a lot of your time.
That will, you know what?
He said, "Make your life better."
oh,
Okay.
And so I'm not a 3D printer the way Lang is, or Uncle Swinky, or you, Tony, where you like print cool things like dragons or whatever. I would fully use a 3D printer to print tools and replacement parts for like my dishwasher. The little wheels that constantly break on the tray.
best thing I printed.
The best thing I've
one of
the
the
best thing
dumbest
I-
things
the best thing you've
is-
printed for me is this controller holder.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
the
Vader.
controller holder's been
That's
great.
been
But-
been my number one used thing.
The most useful thing I've ever printed, best thing is shims to shim out my door.
Yeah.
I printed
Right?
shims,
Yep.
shoved
Oh,
them
really?
in. Yep, shoved them in where the hinge goes to prop my door out a little bit more and square it up in the frame
So that it doesn't
so
jam
that it
on one
closes
corner.
correctly.
Yeah.
And the weak
And
plastic isn't wearing down.
You shim it
in
in
a
the
couple
door
years,
frame.
and it's been so far so good.
You shim
Really?
it. You jam it in the
Okay.
door frame to push the frame out, so it's not like it moves ever. It
Yeah, it
just,
doesn't. It never moves.
It just
right?
Door
sits
frame.
there,
Where in the door frame?
like
In
behind the.
between the hinge, where the hinge screws into the door frame.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
add those right there if you need to push the top or the bottom of the door, depending on how you angle
Oh, that's
it.
brilliant. I need to
Right.
do that for a set of my doors.
Yep. And yes, Onyx Watcher, all at the cost of the plastic instead of the 2-cent shim. Find me a shim for 2 cents.
He didn't have to go. You gotta
you don't-
factor in the effort level.
that
10,
was where
that's
it-
10 more minutes of Arc Raiders. Didn't have to go to the store.
That was where I won. Was the printer's already set up? I just downloaded the file, hit print, and then used it. I didn't have to go to the store. I didn't have to think, I should buy it on Amazon later, and then forget to buy it on Amazon. So,
And the shims
but yeah,
are made out of
Plus, I don't
plastic.
want to
on
buy
Depot.
500 shims.
that's the thing. They come in big fat packs. I
Yeah.
just needed 4.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I mean, you really want to get down to it. What did my 3D printer cost me? About $350
That's
at the time.
those are some
And
expensive
no.
shim.
We
There-
don't.
Those are
there-
some expensive shims, Tony.
Those are expensive shims.
Tony? No. Don't go down that.
Don't start analyzing the cost of
I
what
started. I started today actually analyzing
Don't
the
do it.
cost of my
No.
Eufy make that's still coming in the mail.
Oh, it hasn't
like-
come yet.
$2,000. And I'm like,
You're like,
am I
am
ever
I
going to
gonna-
get
am I gonna-
$2,000 worth of use out of this?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
yes, you
it
will.
Seems like I won't.
Start
I mean, if you
printing.
want to go into it, like, do we divide our GPUs by the amount of times we've played a game?
Oh, I'm still coming
hundreds
out
of hours,
I'm coming out
though.
ahead, man.
Yeah.
On the
Hundreds
GPU,
of
that's
hours.
a $2,000
Compare it to like
purchase. Well
the
spent.
arcade back in the day. How many nickels it would cost to play?
I
all
bet
it?
Tony's down to a nickel per hour at this point with how much he's played.
Arc
if
Raiders.
yeah.
Borderlands, Witcher, all of those games I put hundreds of hours into.
Okay, maybe
gotta
that's
do-
more of an exercise for me. That would
You got to do
turn
it per.
out very
You got to do
bad.
it per GPU though.
For Jaren, it would be better if you divided it based on the how many different games you played, not how long you played the games.
Yeah.
You'd get a better.
yeah.
You'd get a
He
better
does.
number.
He does
I like
score
that.
high there. He boots it up, checks out the pixels,
Yep.
closes it down.
Yep.
But the
Anyway.
satisfaction that I have for knowing I'm playing the best, priceless.
That you
That's
could
right.
play the best. Not that you're playing. You could play the
Could
best.
if you wanted to.
If you
play the
Yes.
if
game
you wanted to.
Yeah,
at its
exactly.
highest settings in the triple-digit frame rates. All right. Thanks for writing in. I hope that meandering answer got you somewhere. What? Do we have any more emails?
Nope, that's it.
All right, that's it. You know what? It's time for carbonation station.
Yeah.
So I have two here. I think I'm gonna do because they're both fairly quick. It was behind the monitor. All right, so I found this one finally after a long search. Monster Bad Apple, and it is basically apple cider that's carbonated. It's delicious.
Ooh,
Probably a little bit sweeter than regular apple cider, obviously, because it's got 41 grams of added sugar.
oh, it's not a sugarless.
No. But it does have 6% juice.
Hey,
It's got that
Yeah.
going for it. But it is absolutely delicious. If you're okay with the sugar intake, give this one a shot. You will not be disappointed. It's one of those ones that if they sold it non-carbonated, I would buy tons of it just so I could drink it at any time instead of having to worry about how much caffeine I was drinking. And then, so I give that a 9 out of 10 for taste. Kick, it's a regular monster, sugary monster, 7 out of 10. Then I got this guy, C4 Serial Killer.
Fruit
doesn't
Loops.
sound great.
Fruit Loops.
Owen called it. It's Fruit Loops
Does it
flavored.
come with? Is it milk and old sugar tasting? Like
Is it
So-
like leftover milk after you eat the bowl of cereal tasting?
right? Exactly.
If you take the milk out, it's so it tastes like if you were to grab a handful of Fruit Loops, and those Fruit Loops have been severely what would I call it? The flavor is anemic. There's not a whole lot of it, and you eat those not a whole lot of flavor Fruit Loops. That's what this tastes like.
Like stale. Like
You actually-
they've been open for a while.
Yeah.
They've
Like LaCroix Fruit Loops?
Oh,
Not that bad. Whoa, no. Those are
Settle-
strong words.
Hey,
settle down.
hey.
But you
Come on,
definitely get
guys.
more of a Fruit Loop flavor from the aftertaste than you do from the actual drinking of it.
but just like the real cereal, then, where it sticks to the back of your tongue and you get to
very-
taste it for the rest of your day.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
I would say it's 100% worth a try. And then if you decide you like it, you can buy more of it. But don't buy a 12-pack or anything like that. And luckily I was smart and only bought two, one for me and one for my wife to try. And she hasn't tried hers yet, so I don't know what she thinks of it. But it's interesting, if nothing else. So I would say flavor-wise, it's probably like a 7.5. If you're a super Fruit Loops lover, you might give it higher than a 7.5. And then on the kick side, it's your average C4, 200 milligrams of caffeine, all the other stuff that they put in there, beta alanine, carnosine, beta parabatine, all those pre-workout style supplements. So it's got plenty of kick to get you going. It's like an 8.5, 9 on the kick. So there you go. C4 Serial Killer for the kick, 7.5 or so on the flavor. But man, this Monster Bad Apple, delicious. 9 out of 10 on that one. All right. Let's see. On to the news. Let's see. Let's start off with some bad news. That's not bad news. It's just kind of bummer news. You guys remember when Sony was just the coolest company,
They were
the
the
coolest
coolest.
electronics. They were the kings of cool consumer gadgets and tech.
They made the best TVs,
Yep.
audio players.
Yep. They made
Cameras,
the
They
coolest.
cared about the experience, like the user experience a lot.
They cared about every aspect of the
Yeah.
thing. It was
Yeah.
fantastic, and they made the best handheld gaming devices. Not the best, but no, I would say the best. I think the PlayStation Vita is better
Yep.
than anything up to the Switch that Nintendo put out.
Yeah,
I'd say it's better than the
that's the one.
Switch.
That one.
You
and
would?
that
I don't think I would.
is that the one that
It's
ran
I'll
on
definitely-
save this
batteries?
for arcade.
It's definitely got cooler design and everything like that. Because in my opinion, that was the last hurrah for Sony. But
Yeah.
anyway, we get another piece of Sony. This time, not so much dying off, more like cut off and sent away for scrap, for money. Because let's see, what have we seen them already go out of up till now? They don't do the Sony Via laptops anymore, and they had some really cool laptops. They're barely doing phones anymore.
Yeah, Sony. They did Sony Ericsson phones for a while.
They broke off with
They-
Ericsson a long
They
time
sold the
ago.
Ericsson, and then they did Sony phones for a while. I think they're still
They're still,
kind
but
of
they're just
doing
clinging
it.
on by their nails.
Yeah.
They put like one phone out a year or one every 18 months, something like that.
The
Anyway,
CEO really wants to have a Sony phone, so they.
They got out of the handheld market.
they
for
got out of the
games.
handheld market. Yep. I don't think they do camcorders anymore, but then again, nobody does camcorders anymore. So
I think it's
They-
easier to count
they-
what they do still.
They still do cameras, and they do a great job on
Yep.
cameras.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. But now say goodbye to televisions. Sony is handing control of its Bravia TV business to
Oh, no.
not handing, well, handing for money
Yeah, selling.
to TCL, and it's kind of a weird deal, in my opinion. Well, the fact alone that it's happening is weird because Sony Bravia TVs have widely been considered for a long time some of the very best of the best, right? And that's not
Yeah.
to say TCL doesn't make good TVs, because they have some good lines, no doubt about it. They also have a lot of really cheap TVs that are mediocre at best.
Yeah.
And my worry is that TCL will start to slap the Bravia name on their crap lines just to try and move them,
Yeah.
right? So TCL has purchased 51% of the Sony Bravia television arm, or the Sony television arm, and that includes the Bravia branding. So Sony will retain 49%, and this joint venture starts operations in April of 2027.
Bummer. I know
Yeah.
TCL has suffered in quality in the past. From what I hear, it's a bit better now, but I just don't
talk-
associate quality with TCL and
No,
Bravia.
You always
is-
associate quality with
Yeah.
Bravia, like
Right.
it's always been held
TCL.
to a high standard. TCL does do some good TV lines. They're higher end stuff, but they're not cheap, right?
Yeah,
They're still
right.
expensive. And then they have their cheaper stuff that actually has come up in quality over the last few years. But yeah, it remains to be seen what exactly they're going to do with this.
So Sony.
Often confused.
Sony has 49% stake. TCL has 51. So they're still making quite a bit of money, but since they don't have majority share, they're not making any
Technically.
decisions.
Exactly. They're
technically,
not
they're
making
not the
any
owners.
decisions. Sony hasn't actually made screens in a long time.
Right. They stopped making the panels too, right?
They buy their panels, or they bought their
Samsung.
panels from Samsung and LG. But they would take those panels and build a TV around them, and usually do things with the panels that other televisions weren't doing, like improved active cooling and things like that, so you could get brighter results on an OLED that even has the same panel what LG puts in their stuff, but since Sony was doing their massaging to it, it worked better. Also, I didn't know that they were pioneers in a lot of the flat panel breakthroughs. They developed LED backlighting. Quantum dot technology was a Sony thing, and they
They're
made
just
the
living
first,
off the dividends now, the patents, you think?
and they made the first OLED TVs as well. They were the first ones.
I mean, the Vita had an OLED screen, and it still looks fantastic.
Yes, indeed. So
Really?
anyway,
How old
just,
is the Vita? When did that come out?
Oh, jeez.
Was it before mainstream?
Vita?
OLED
I want to say the Vita
screens?
came out in 2012 or 2011.
2011, end of 2011.
Were OLED screens mainstream for PC
No,
and
they
TVs?
were
not even
not.
close.
Yeah.
The fact that it had an OLED screen was very unique. The only thing that really had OLED screens was I think some of the cell phones were starting to come out with OLED screens at the time. Mostly just the Samsung ones. So anyway. So yeah, there you go. Sony contracts once again to become a smaller, former shell of itself.
Sony used to be my favorite brand on everything.
Late stage capitalism.
Used to be the bee's knees, man. All right, let's see. Here's a good thing. Phone batteries are getting larger.
Yes, thanks to silicon carbide batteries, which not a lot of phone makers are using these days. But Realme, which is not really a big brand in the U.S., but they're going to release a phone in India on January 29th with a 10,000 milliampere battery.
What?
They say it will last for 3.5 days of light use. And I believe them with a battery that huge.
That's huge.
Yep. They're not the first ones. I think a Chinese brand, I think is either Xiaomi or something. They also have a phone that they recently released. Or no, it was Honor. The Honor Power 2. They had about the same size battery.
Wow.
That one's only available in China. But yeah, it feels like the U.S. no longer is getting all the best tech, which is a real bummer.
I would have to agree. I just watched a video from MKBHD about the Xiaomi electric car, and it is bonkers.
It is nuts.
It is quite literally the best or almost the best of every electric car all rolled into one, and China is selling them
At half price.
at half the price. The
this history-
41K for this.
Is this history repeating itself? Like where we came out with the Ford Model T or Model A, I mean, and like we revolutionized automotive travel, and then Japanese car makers. I mean,
Yeah, but
I
this
mean, the
is
difference
happening.
is we could buy those Japanese cars back then.
True,
We can't
right.
buy
True.
these cars now.
I think
we
that's
don't have
coming.
access to
I
it.
think that's coming. I think once there's enough steam behind it and the administration changes, we'll.
Maybe.
No, we don't use steam power anymore, Owen. How many times do we have to tell you
Sorry,
this?
hype. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see. There'll be a couple years till we find out. Hopefully just a couple years. Anyway, but yeah, they're going to start selling them in Canada and Europe in case anyone
Which is
hasn't
crazy.
heard
That's pissing some people off because Canada made a deal with China to get those EVs,
Well-
and they absolutely went away from the U.S.
You know,
And the
when
U.S. is not happy about
when-
it.
Can
you're-
you blame them?
When
No.
your number one trade
Can't.
partner and number one ally all of a sudden starts treating you like garbage.
Yeah, or when
what
you
do
s-
you what do you
yeah.
expect?
Especially when you start talking about them the way you were, like maybe we'll buy Canada too.
Yeah, words.
They didn't like.
Can we?
They
Words
didn't.
have power.
They didn't like that. No, they don't want to be bought, Jaron. We asked. They're like, no.
Said no.
I mean,
They
everyone
said
has
no.
a price, right?
I don't think they do. I mean, I can't imagine what we give them, but
Oh, and he's baiting you.
oh, Jared, don't they want to be part of the Americas, the real Americas, not just North America?
All right, let's pivot. Speaking of slightly political things, this is maybe overtly political. The Pentagon's going to start using Grok.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Um,
So
I mean, it
No.
fits in with the administration.
yeah.
you know,
Their
Grok,
their
CSAM.
propensity of allowing underage. I'll just
yeah.
stop there.
So Grok just got in trouble for that. For number one, neuterizing and neutering.
Just say CSAM.
No.
You don't need to beat
Okay.
around the bush.
No,
It was-
because it didn't start with CSAM. It started with just being like, I want to see that girl naked. So they'd take a picture of her, whoever, and send it to Grok and say, disrobe
make
this person.
Make this person nude.
So they got in trouble with that. Then CSAM, because that
Did they
started
get in
happening.
trouble?
By getting in trouble,
Barely
they
a
got
slap on the.
they-
It wasn't really
it was,
in trouble.
It was told.
Like the government doesn't care.
No, people
A
complained.
lot of
and
people
they-
did though.
People complained, and their version of getting in trouble is saying, "Fine, we'll fix it."
So
But they haven't yet.
But then they didn't, and it got worse.
I mean, Grok, multiple scandals recently.
Yeah.
Just days before, so they did lose a contract, a government contract from it. Because it called itself a super Nazi and adopting the name Mecha Hitler.
Oh, that's right.
Um,
This is how bad the news cycle is. I've already forgotten about that.
Yeah,
This is how
right?
much crap we have to wade through all the time that I've forgotten about Mecha Hitler.
So it did face some stuff. Indonesia has blocked access to Grok. Malaysia, same. British regulator, Ofcom, opened a formal investigation. And some Democratic senators who have called for Apple and Google to remove X and Grok from their app, but as they are the minority party, nobody is listening. But this is what Pete Hegseth
That
has
guy.
to say. I can't believe I just.
what
You know
a
what? Edit
loser.
that out. I don't want that to come up in any searches. He plans to integrate Elon Musk's AI tool into Pentagon networks later this month. This is from an article from January 13th. So about a
What
week
could
ago.
go wrong?
What could go wrong with this? Grok seems fine. And he says here, I want to find the quote. He calls it an AI acceleration program. And I want to find AI is only as good as the data it receives, and we're going to make sure that it's there. Basically saying our data is the best. I just they've already adopted Gemini as the official. So it's not the first. The Pentagon has made deals with all the other big players, Anthropic, Google, OpenAI, for developing different AI systems. But it's just I don't know. I want this to go. I want this to go like I think it's going to go, just because of the administration. But then on the other hand, it would really damage the country, and I really don't want people's lives to get, to lose their lives because of some. Because he said it's going to have access. He said, the Guardian, Hegseth said the integration would place the world's leading AI models, specifically talking about Grok, on every unclassified and classified network throughout our
Nice.
department. So
Let me tell you what, Grok's awfulness aside, I don't want any of the AI models
No.
on the classified
and
networks.
I feel like that's a shell game, because then they can say, "Oh no, this got leaked or this got deleted. This data
No,
got deleted,
it wasn't
and because
us.
it was
It was the
Grok."
AI.
I know we would never delete this incriminating evidence against our administration, but but gosh darn it, those darned AIs or whatever those artificial instigators or whatever they're called. Anyway, it's just not a good idea, and Grok in particular.
Yeah, Grok
I
in
mean,
particular.
he's the special cousin out of all of them, right? Like he's the one that's like, dude, get out of the tree. Like you're being weird.
Get down out of that tree. Put your pants back on.
Dude. We don't pull our pants all the way down at the urinal, okay?
Quit
we don't-
scratching yourself.
We don't do that.
Do we have any good news? Oh, Jaren has an article here that
yeah,
says,
yeah.
yes, the world can get worse. Is that good?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, this is that story about Mexico. Let's
so
go.
if you want to fear flying things, this article is for you. Flesh-eating flies are eating their way through Mexico and into the U.S. Not the U.S. yet. It's getting close to the border of Texas.
Isn't a horsefly technically a flesh-eating
Or a
fly?
bot fly.
No, this one's worse.
Oh.
So this lays its eggs into your skin, and then the maggots hatch. They
one of
can lay up to
those.
400 eggs,
Oh, okay.
400 at a time, and then the maggots hatch, and they're kind of corkscrewy, so they can like burrow into your skin,
Nice.
and they will eat you alive. So no worries there. This was eradicated back in the 1960s by introducing male flies that were infertile. But then it came back, and then they did it again, and then it kind of came back in 2016.
Well, can we do
Now
it again?
it's coming back again. They are currently releasing 100 million sterile male flies per week in Mexico.
Wow. That's
But they're saying that
That's a
if
lot.
you see any maggots in your skin, to destroy every single one of them and burn them with fire until they're dead.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's good advice in general. If you see maggots in or on your skin, destroy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
One of the biggest things this affects is the cattle industry, because
Yes.
they're indiscriminate. And also, I read this story, and I don't know if it's because I read this story or what, but Google got a hold of it in my feed and has now been showing me videos like YouTube shorts of them getting dogs' paws, and they squeeze the paw, and the
Gross.
maggots just plop out. Like
that's
tens,
disgusting.
20s of,
Owen,
and
Owen.
it leaves a big old hole.
Okay, so across Central America and Mexico,
You
they
brought
say
this
there's
story,
been
Jaron. You had to know stuff like this was going to happen.
there's been over 1,100 human cases and 7 deaths. So yes, you can die
Oh,
from
wow.
this.
How did they? Oh, they must have died from the infection or something.
And more than 148,000 animals have been affected. So it's been eradicated in America before, like I said, but it's the Darien Gap, the thin piece of land between Central America and South America that there's really no roads or infrastructure there at all. And so there's been a lot more crossings of the Darien Gap, which has reintroduced them into Central America, and they've just gone north.
Migrated north.
Jeez.
Yep, they introduced males that are sterile because the females only breed. They have 21 days to breed, so it wipes out a whole cycle if you can get them to fire blanks.
Yeah. I recommend firing blanks. It's not a bad life.
There you go. Jaron approved. Owen approved, too.
That's the truth. I didn't get ripped open, though. That's for sure. Sorry. Jaron's story is traumatic. Traumatic.
I'd say it's approved by almost any guy that's had kids.
It's traumatic. Mine was
Hey.
not the same.
Hey, that was any Jaron that dealt with that.
It could
Audi
be.
Jaron doesn't need to know anything about it. Okay?
That was his any. All right.
I'll talk about that in the after call because I got to re-meet my nurse. So we'll talk about that. Tell that story.
Oh, let's see. Oh, well, let's just keep the good times rolling here. This is just another reminder. Don't pre-order a Trump phone. They still don't
buy one at
exist.
all.
Don't pre-order it. Don't buy it.
Come on.
This was announced 9 months ago, and they are still taking $100 deposits. Yeah, $100 deposits started in June, and here we are, January, and they have still never.
This feels like being a Cubs
shown
fan.
anything.
You buy their merch to just prop them up, right? Like
Allegedly.
I wish Lando were here for that baseball joke, but
Allegedly, according to what they say, they have 600,000 pre-orders.
so they've fleeced 600,000 people
That's
of their
according to
own
the-
supporters. I would have
according-
to say.
Yeah, according to what they're telling us. So
Oh, of course.
it could
Trumped
be
up
inflated,
numbers.
or it could be, trumped up numbers exactly. So anyway,
I bet he's never heard that joke before.
He probably likes it.
Trumped up charges. Trumped up.
I mean, how hard is it to buy a Chinese phone and rebrand it?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not hard. Small companies do it all the time.
It's not
yeah.
hard.
And
I mean,
It's harder to convince
it's
your
$100
followers.
It's $100 deposit. We've talked about this before. $100 deposit towards a $500 phone. And then and then I think they said that their cost would be $45.47 or something like that for the service each month, because those are the two numbers that
That
use.
is not a good deal.
No, that's just also not a good deal.
Which is probably still subsidized somehow by us, the taxpayers.
So anyway, it's still around for some reason, and they're still taking pre-orders, but just don't do it.
Don't spend your money on that.
Simple as that.
Go sit at a slot machine. Am I right, Tony?
Yeah, go drop $70 at a slot machine.
He probably
To
had
be
more
fair,
fun.
Jaron
in
was
2
with me
minutes.
again. To be fair, Jaron was with me this time, and had I bet higher, I would have scored big, right, Jaron? Remember that one where you made me cash out?
Yeah. Yeah,
But
you
if I
would have
had done-
scored huge on that one.
Huge. I did like a 2-cent
Yeah.
bid, and I got
if-
like
if
$70.
you- If you would have known that one bet out of the 15 you did was
That's
the
the
one that
thing.
succeeded, oh man, you would have been rolling in the ones.
That's what keeps me coming back right there.
Yeah.
because I like hindsight. I don't like actually getting the money. I just want to know that I could have got the money had I chosen differently.
I see. I see.
Kind of like keeping the money if I just chose not to put it in the machine.
Think about that.
I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Let's see. We got we got this science story update here from some Moon Hotel.
A moon hotel. This is a great story, mainly because of the moxie of this guy. There's a guy, I want to find his name.
The company's named Gru.
Gru. GRU.
Like freaking what the what's that?
Despicable Me.
Yeah, Despicable Me. The
His name is
cartoon
Gru.
movie. Gru, yeah.
The founder, Skylar Chan. Now, this is a good story, okay? Because this guy started.
What makes this a better deal than the Trump phone? That's what I'd like to know.
Because it's
dream
astronomically, get it?
I
It would be astronomically funner if it actually comes through.
Okay.
Here's the thing: this guy, Skylar Chan, wanted to build rockets for NASA. wanted to help spaceflight, and he realized I don't want to do that. I just want to help people get there. I don't want to go to space. I want to help other people get there. He started a company called GRU. Any guesses on what GRU stands for?
It's a Despicable Me guy. He's just a big fan of the movie.
Galactic Resource Utilization.
Okay.
So here's the thing. It's him. And I like that the reporter here goes, it's him. And as of December, one other dude is a full-time employee. And he is.
Gotta start small.
He's only recently graduated from the University of California, Berkeley.
Okay.
And
all right. Let's give him our money. I trust that over the Trump phone.
I was gonna say he's got more bona fides than.
So here's the thing. As of right now, you can go to www.gru.space/reserve and you can plop down $250,000 up to $1 million to reserve your spot as one
So
of the
why would you
very
pay more
first
than
people.
250?
I figure maybe you get.
I figure 250 is just to get you a reservation. Maybe $1 million is the actual cost, or maybe it's
a group
250
bundle
per night.
Or maybe if you get a window, window unit.
Got to pay extra for that leg room.
Gotta pay extra for that window.
Okay, so $1 million for you Sasquatches and 250 for me.
Qualifying for the spot
Tax-sized.
on one of its early lunar surface missions in as little as 6 years from now.
As little.
That was little.
That's it's not wrong.
It could be.
So
Yes.
so this guy keeps like, you know what? I know this is insane. The guy that wrote the article, but I came into it with an open mind and I asked real questions. And here's what he had to say. He grew up wanting to become an astronaut, like I said, but he decided he was going to help people to get to space. I realized I was born in this time where I can actually become where we can actually become interplanetary, and that is probably the singular most impactful thing one person could do with their time.
Or they could.
Let's see the long term. So what they're doing is they're going to deploy an inflatable habitat.
Okay.
For-
I think
for-
NASA's talked about doing something like this.
Inflatable, like
And
rubber ball.
I don't.
material?
So I guess they shoot it down and it I'm thinking bouncy house inflatable. You
Okay.
plop it down and then it's like and goes out and then. But there are other plans to turn. So that the first step is to get the inflatables down, and then the second is to use a process of adding silicate to the regolith in the moon dust to make bricks, to make a real structure,
Actual building.
an
Can
actual
they leave
building.
the bounce houses up though? For the kids.
for
the kids.
posterity. But I also go, how are you gonna make it airtight? How are you gonna pressurize that? Anyway, I have questions, but that's for 6 years from now. So here's the thing: he's gone through Y Combinator. You guys know Y Combinator? Heard of that before?
Yeah.
They fund many startups. Y Combinator has sent them through. They've received seed
What?
funding from Y Combinator.
No way.
Yeah. And they're going through the
Did
three.
they catch
the-
them while they're drunk or something?
I don't know. I think they must know a guy. Somebody,
That's
but
crazy.
they're going through the organization's 3-month program early this year that will help him and his company give them more options to raise money. Basically, Y Combinator is the door, right? Once you say, "Oh, you've got Y Combinator funding," then other investors are like, "Well, Y Combinator, okay." Its initial mission is going to be in 2029 as a 10-kilogram payload on a commercial lunar lander, demonstrating an inflatable structure capability and converting lunar regolith into moon bricks using geopolymers. I don't know what I said before, but I'd made that up. Geopolymers. And the second launch is to do a larger one into a lunar pit. They're gonna do this one into a crater, so they can test up a scaled up version. I just, the moon gets hit a lot. Maybe not by big asteroids or big spatial objects, but it gets hit a lot with objects going
Pretty fast.
probably in the 50, 60,000 miles an hour.
Note the craters.
Note the big craters. Those are the ones that
those
we've
have been
seen.
there forever, right?
I'm just talking about the little ones
Yeah.
that could punch holes in bouncy houses. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Well, you basically, this is the same question the guy at the end of the article had, second to last paragraph. One question I had was, why have a hotel at all?
Yeah,
Presumably, the company's customers will be riding to the moon inside SpaceX Starship, which will have plenty of interior room and proven life support equipment.
proven life support. And his answer is, SpaceX is building the FedEx to get us there, right? But there has to be a destination worthy to stay in. Obviously, there's all kinds of debate around this and what the future is going to be like. But our conviction is the fundamental problem that we have to solve to advance human towards the moon and Mars is off-world habitation. You're not wrong. That's a good question because, like, hey, what if that's the destination? What if, and just hear me out here. What if the SpaceX rocket, what if Starship just lands there and becomes the hotel?
That's what I was going to say. Chances are, if SpaceX is to the point where they're able to shuttle people, no pun intended, to the moon and back, chances are pretty good they're going to also have the building up there for people to get off and look around in.
Yeah.
Or like you said, maybe
Just
it's
land-
big enough that
just-
because
You just land one of the starships on the sideways and just turn it into a habitat.
Here's how I see it playing out. I see SpaceX
There's a lot of goop in there.
SpaceX launches people in a rocket up to a station, a mobile station in orbit that they can push towards the moon. And since the moon has such lesser gravity, you can land that station on the moon and then come back up on that same station and then come back to orbit, stay in orbit. Another rocket takes them back down to the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, the moon has some fun activities like
Jumping,
buggy riding and
Lots of
skipping along the surface.
lots of frozen ice in that regolith up there too, though. Frozen water in the regolith, so they're thinking rocket fuel and stuff from the regolith. So
Yeah, I see it more as a way to make money than a tourist destination.
like a resources type thing, right?
Resources.
Yeah.
Like the moon creating rocket fuel could be huge because then you could send it up with just enough fuel to get it up to break Earth's
Well, that's been
gravitation.
That's been
Yeah.
NASA's goal forever is have a base on the moon so
Yeah.
that you can shuttle you send a shuttle up there, it refuels, and then
This
heads
feels
out
like
to Mars.
this feels like those solid state batteries. But
5
here
more
we are
years.
with solid state batteries now.
Not
right?
yet. Not
Almost.
yet.
Almost.
They said it would be this quarter. This quarter's not over yet. We haven't seen anything.
Yeah. But we'll see. Only have to wait 2 more months, 2.5
Anyway,
months.
this guy, the Moxie, him and another dude, just shooting for the moon. Literally, just we're going there.
I don't fault the guy for his dream, but I don't have any faith in it.
It'd be
If I'm
here's
being
here's
honest.
what Shark Tank
No.
looks like. That's a no from me, dog.
Exactly.
Like there's just
and I'm gonna have to pass.
you'd have to be a huge philanthropist to do this, but all the philanthropists that are interested in space are already doing it.
Yep.
They're already doing their thing. He's got maybe Zuckerberg.
His best.
He's no philanthropist.
I'm just saying. Sorry, billionaire. I meant to say billionaire, not
Okay.
philanthropist.
Yeah, his best bet would be to try and work for one of those guys and work his way up in the ranks. instead
It
of
seems
trying
like
to start
it
from
seems like he didn't
the
want to.
ground floor.
It seems like he didn't want to.
He didn't want to work for NASA.
Yeah.
But it didn't say anything about trying to work, did it? Anything about trying to work for SpaceX
He worked for
or Blue
Tesla.
Origin?
He works for Tesla for a bit as an
Okay,
intern.
so he got a little bit of.
He's got experience.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
he worked
We're
as-
fine.
He worked there as an intern, helping write their something.
But you know what? I would love 8 years from now to be recording an episode, eating my words about what this guy did and that he actually accomplished it.
I
That'd be
guess
fantastic.
so. I'm just such a pessimist. I just can't wait. Like, I don't want to see the tragedy, but I feel like it just is begging. There's so many unanswered questions, so I'll just.
Well,
got
don't
to-
worry, Tony. There's no chance we'll remember any of this 8 years from now. Unless Twyman's still around, he might.
Twyman, yeah.
He might
He
remind
does
us.
have a good memory. That is true. Also, it's by then it'll be old tech, so he'll just be getting into it.
Oh, that's right. He'll probably have a Nokia by then.
Maybe. All right. Let's see. Man, this has been a negative episode. We just been talking about stuff we don't like or
the energy is
crapping on
pretty
things-
low.
Crapping on things that could be cool. I got another bad news for you though. Rad Power Bikes, rough go for them recently. They had to issue. Well, they were told they had to issue a recall for their batteries, and they said we can't afford to, so we're just going to file for Chapter 11.
Oh, that's rough.
So
That's
they
rough
fired-
for everyone.
Yep.
Ah.
So
Are they
had-
not required to do that legally though, because of the risk to human
if you
life?
don't have any, if you don't have any
They
resources,
don't have the money. Yeah.
then you can't. What's the point of calling a recall that you can't fulfill?
Maybe
right?
just they have to do a public notification then that
That's all it
the-
is.
The
Yeah, that
bikes are
says, don't
dangerous.
stop using the batteries. Dispose of the batteries.
But you're not getting a new one.
And yeah,
Exactly.
sorry, you're not getting a new one. Well, apparently, the chickens came home to roost.
Not only am I a
Not
member,
only did they have to send that out and file Chapter 11, but a recent 2-alarm fire hit their warehouse where they store their unsold
like
bikes
a-
and batteries.
it's like a Rogaine
Oh.
commercial. Not only am I the
Yeah.
CEO, I'm also,
also
a
a
member.
client.
I'm also
Yeah.
a member.
If only they didn't try to cut so many costs and invested a little bit more in their batteries.
Yeah,
I feel like, but
so-
I feel like that's kind of the industry's fault too, because we demand lower prices for the same quality, right? Like we keep saying, "Oh, I can't wait for this to come down in price. In a couple years, it's going to come down in price."
there's
and
still
so-
there's a right way to do it and a wrong way.
yeah,
and apparently
you know
they
that
didn't do
drive
the
to
right
push
way.
prices down that doesn't involve making 6-year-olds work in a factory.
Yep.
You know, it's hard to. I guess I commiserate, but
Children don't want to work in the factories anyway. They yearn for the mines.
the mines.
Yeah,
yeah.
and Rat Power is not an unknown brand. Like
Yeah.
I know I've
Yeah.
seen so many of those bikes on the road.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I have some friends who have 2 of them, and
Their houses haven't burned down yet.
they're all one's in the garage, which is detached, so they'll be okay.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's definitely salvageable.
Well, and apparently
Probably a
they
good
had
insurance claim too.
they had an improved battery that they had already started shipping in their bikes. Right? They just didn't have the money to produce enough of them to cover free replacements for all the bad batteries that they've already sent out. So
So if they file Chapter 11, Jaron, help me out. I don't know. Maybe do they get to keep operating, or are they done? Like they can still operate as a business and sell bikes.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff?
that's the reorganization one. Chapter 7 is when they're just completely out of business.
okay. So yeah, there you go. Oh, it says it was updated with a. Here we go. A statement from RAD. We are working with local authorities to review a thermal incident that occurred at our Huntington Beach store Sunday evening.
thermal incident.
Thermal incident.
That's a spin.
The incident was contained and happened while the store was closed. Oh, sorry, it was a store, not a warehouse, but they had a bunch of bikes stored at the store, obviously, because you got to have stock on hand, inventory on hand. The cause of the fire has not been confirmed. Okay, so this is an update that happened very recently since the last time I read the article. So it's possible that the batteries weren't the cause of the
Their
fire.
PR team.
That's being
their,
generous.
Their PR team is like,
saying,
do
it's
not
possible.
Their PR team is saying, do not mention or say the word fire at
Yeah,
all.
call it a thermal incident.
Thermal incident. I love that. That's ingenious.
Oh man! All right. Okay, let's see. Jaren's story sucks too. We'll end on Owen's because it actually looks like it might be fun. So go with
A ray
James.
of hope.
Yep.
So mine's about AI and companies' investments in them. 56% of companies have seen zero financial return from AI investments.
What?
Yeah,
Who
it's a
could've
lot.
seen this? Who could have
This
seen
isn't
this
just
coming?
like selling AI
Right.
products. This
The
is
use of.
the use of
of.
AI in any
product.
form. So this
Yep.
could be trying to improve internal operations, like using AI to help code or what have you,
I
or
would
it could
be
be
curious.
integrating your product with AI and selling that.
I would be interested to see that because I know lots of organizations that have benefited just from code, like just from basic features, not like code writing or code review, but like AI book, like the reminders and it's just AI stuff where it's integrated as a sort of AI system.
Well, you got to see what they qualify as.
Oh, but I guess
A
if there's
return,
but that's
right?
not. Yeah, exactly. They're not selling that as the product. I guess that's just
Yeah,
internal.
you have to.
No, you can have a return on investment for internal savings and
right for internal
employees being more efficient. That is ROI.
right, but we don't know what they count as, what their parameters are for that employee is now more efficient versus.
The article
before.
says only 12% reported getting both benefits, meaning higher revenues and lower costs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So it's not looking good.
This
Kinda
is
like
an
the-
interesting
Kind of like
statement
the
right here.
.com boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those rare winners, the ones that got both, the 12%, tend to be the ones, and this is going to be just another talking point for the AI people to push, tend to be the ones who built proper enterprise-wide foundations rather than chasing one-off projects. So if you're selling AI, you're going to say, these are the guys that did it because they went all in.
Yeah.
That's how you buy
Well,
more.
Yeah.
The more
well,
you
they pl-
buy,
they
the
planned
more
for
you
it is what they're-
save.
They
And the-
planned for it is what they said, right? Like they built a system where it wasn't just one off. They built a
Not
system
just
that
one
was
project. They integrated it into everything,
which is a
basically.
business strategy, right? Like
Enterprise wide. Sure.
that's the difference between using AI intelligently and using AI just because you want to have the word AI in your product. You know?
But then again, I'm sure there's plenty of companies out there that went all in and still haven't seen an ROI on
Yeah.
it. You know.
True.
So
True.
interesting. All right, we're gonna end our show here with Owen's story here about.
It's about Fallout, which is a great TV show, by the way, on Amazon Prime.
Oh, shouldn't this be an arcade?
Nope,
Arcade
because
story?
it's about capitalism.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And it's not about the Fallout show. It's about a spin-off. Tony, it's not
Right,
a great story.
A spin-off of a video game show.
A
So a
spin-off.
video game show spin-off.
I mean, that's video game adjacent. Like I wouldn't even call it that.
Video games
It's
and
just-
video game related
it's-
things.
We're gonna
I'll
call
allow it.
Yeah,
Owen, continue.
Amazon is a tech and gadgety. I mean, whatever. So here's the thing. This is they've got some people connected from Fallout on here. So there's a guy with Studio Lambert is one of the team behind this, and they've got Squid
Pronounced
Game.
Lambert.
Oh, okay.
Just
Maybe they
kidding.
should spell it that way.
I don't know.
The Squid Game, The Challenge and the Traders, and from Bethesda Games Studios, head honcho Todd Howard. Does that name mean anything to you guys?
Yeah, he's the head
Is,
guy of Bethesda.
It's the head honcho of
There you go.
Bethesda.
Well, he's attached as the executive producer, but
Well, of course he is, because they own Fallout, and he wants a slice of that producer money, baby.
Yeah, so Fallout is fairly popular right now. I would wager. I would wager to say
It's one of the best TV shows Amazon's ever put out.
it's really great and it's doing really well, and they want to capitalize on that because when you it's the same thing as when you're buying making figurines for when a Disney movie comes out, right? Like you push all the buttons, pull all the levers. Well, they're going to create a series, a reality TV show called Fallout Shelter. And it will have a series of escalating challenges, strategic dilemmas, and moral crossroads. Contestants must prove their ingenuity, teamwork, and resilience as they compete for safety, power, and ultimately a huge cash prize. It's like The Island? Is that what that's? Is that that
Survivor?
show? Survivor. It's like Survivor, but
Fallout.
Fallout.
Probably going to be a little bit of Fear Factor thrown in there as well.
Oh,
good
for
measure.
sure.
Just mix
And
a
they're-
little bit of
you
that
know,
in there.
They'll throw in, and they gotta throw in some.
You're going to have to eat rad roach meat,
Yeah.
whatever they
ugh.
decide that is.
Yeah. But yeah, and they're gonna make sure they catch all the drama in
Yep.
8K probably. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't like when this happens where a
Oh, see,
spin-off of a
I
spin-off-
actually think
so
this has potential to be interesting, I think.
You think so? I
Did
mean,
you not watch the Squid Games competition?
I never did watch the
It was
Squid
actually
Games.
pretty good.
It was too kitschy. I mean, I felt like it was too weird. It was too. I felt like it got popularized.
Popularized.
Popularized,
Also,
thank you.
Are you referring to the Squid Game show
Yeah, on Netflix.
or the Squid Games reality show? Because
Well,
there's
what's the
two different
difference?
ones.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't know the difference. I just thought it
So
was the
Squid Games was the show that came out, the Korean show on Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah.
Awesome show, by the way. You absolutely should give it a shot. Yes, fascinating. Oh, and it is a 100% up your alley. I promise you.
Okay.
Watch it. 2, Squid Games reality show was they basically you have to do a light version of the show if you're going to make a reality show of it, because on the show you die if you
It's
lose,
like the Saw,
right?
right? Like, is it
Kind
like
of.
the Saw?
Not really, no.
Okay.
But so they did a reality show version of it where the winner got like, I can't remember how much money, $450,000 or something like that. And you started off with 100 contestants, and they had to do these challenges and stuff and make alliances and things like that. And it was, I thought it was pretty interesting.
Gosh,
honestly.
I would be horrible at those shows. I don't trust anybody.
That, and yeah, there's a certain level of physical like prowess expectation too.
Oh yeah, I don't cut that either. I am A shape, but it wouldn't be
I was gonna
considered
say-
in shape.
I feel like I would have been okay in my 20s. Now,
Yeah.
no way, not
Yeah.
a chance.
Now I just judge them from my couch.
Exactly.
Be like, whoa, that guy's too weak. Look at him. He didn't do enough push-ups.
That guy, he only did 11 pull-ups. What a
Yeah,
chump.
what a chump. As I'm like, as I'm like, help me out of my chair.
Exactly. Back in the day, maybe I think I did 11 pull-ups once when I was really working on pull-ups back in my
Wow.
early 20s, and I got up to sets of 10 or 11.
Ooh, that's impressive.
I felt really good about
Underhand-
it. Now,
underhand or
No,
overhand?
No. Wide grip,
okay.
overhand. Yep. But
And
now,
how long did
if
you
asked me
enjoy
to
that?
You asked me to do a pull-up now, I would do a pull-up or you're dead. Well, it's been a good life.
You know
I've
what?
had a good run.
I'd rather not die tired, so just shoot me now.
I'd
So
rather
how
not
did you
embarrass
enjoy-
myself.
Yeah, I don't want to break my hip and then get shot. Just
How long,
shoot me.
how long did you enjoy that victory before you stopped doing pull-ups?
I stopped doing pull-ups about when I moved back up to Salt Lake after college. So I got about 2 years.
Was that after you,
of
was that after you
pull-up.
got married?
2 years of pull-ups.
was-
Yeah, I was.
okay.
I didn't get in.
Is that how you got? Is that how you got your wife? Where you were like, check this out. Look what I
Watch
can
these
do.
pull-ups, baby. Hooah.
Yeah, and then when
Michael,
you
see,
won, then when you guys got married, you're like, yeah, enough of that.
I had a good friend in college, Ray, and Ray was one of the fittest people I've ever met in my life. And that guy could do muscle ups, where you do the pull up and then pull up so fast enough that you can rotate your wrist over and then do a dip
Push up type of.
and push up over
Yeah.
the bar.
Oh, like Stephen Amell
Yes.
in Arrow.
Yes, he would do
I
muscle
love
ups in Arrow.
that scene. Yeah.
Muscle ups and the salmon ladder. Remember the salmon ladder where
Yeah,
you
no,
use the
thank
thing
you.
to go up higher?
Those things
That's the
look-
kind of stuff that Ray could do. And I was always like, man, I want to be able to do a muscle up someday. I never got there,
Yeah.
but I got pull ups. So
11 pull-ups. You know, that's 11 more than I can do. I could do one maybe if my life depended on it.
I don't even honestly, if I'm completely honest with you, I don't know if I could do one right now if my life depended on it. If I could had a chance to get like some momentum, if I could jump into a pull up,
I feel like if
maybe.
I had- I
but
feel
a
like if I
straight
had-
dead hang pull up,
Yeah.
oof.
I feel like it depends on how much goop I had and if I was being chased. Like I could
what shield
probably
augment you're using?
Yeah, like I could probably do one if there was enough adrenaline. But
You think you could do a pull up, Jaron?
No, not a chance.
No, not a chance either.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you guys.
No.
You should try.
Yeah, I miss college body Tony. I wasn't in
That
the
guy
best
was-
shape, but I was in pretty good shape.
That guy's kind of an idiot, but man, he was fit.
Man, he was
Yeah.
he was fit. He
Dude,
was pretty fit.
he didn't know a
especially
lot.
compared to now.
He didn't know a lot, but he knew how to do 11 pull-ups.
That's
yeah.
right. Oh man. All right, I think that's it for today. Now that I'm waxed and nostalgic, let's end this show. Thanks for making it this far to the end. But before we go, a big shout out to our awesome Patreon backer, patreon.com/helpdeskarcade. And Owen is going to tell us about what Patreon gets you.
Patreon gets you, first of all, my respect. It's valuable.
That's priceless.
That's
Only
worth-
costs $1.
Well, it costs $1.
Oh,
Tony,
never mind. It costs $1.
Did I say that, Tony? Some of us value $1. Anyway, you get to join our super secret Discord channel, which is really fun. Jaron just threw a free game code in there.
I did.
Just the
And
other
I don't
day.
know if anyone took it or not.
And then you get access. Sorry, you get access to the show a little early, and without ads on through the Patreon app.
Through the feed.
Through the feed, you can hook that feed up. You get your own RSS feed that you can hook directly into any podcast player you want, which is really cool. That's all for $1, and you get the ads. Don't forget the ads. Lando would be mad at me if I didn't mention
free.
that you don't have to listen to the ads.
Yeah.
Because apparently the ads just cut off in the middle of a wherever. There's not even like a
I'll tell you what. I did
intro
stop,
outro.
I did stop that on YouTube. I've changed
cool.
it so that on YouTube it's just at the front and the end.
Oh, okay, cool. For $3 or more, we've created this thing called ONGPT. I don't know about that exactly, but you can go to Discord. You can go in the super secret Discord, and there's a channel for that. You can ask ONGPT questions, and I will give you a stream of consciousness response. And for $6 or more, you get your name read out on the show. And one of the great things about that is you can change your name to be whatever you want. And Jaron, sometimes you trick Jaron into saying stuff. Sometimes he's always on guard, but man, it's good when we catch him.
Indeed.
And you can do that for $6 more. And Jaron's going to read those names for us right now.
Okay. Big shout out and thank you to David Broshinsky. And it's a medical device, honey. I swear. 2547 Moo.
Are we talking about the handy?
Or is it the Band-Aid?
Oh, it's the Band-Aid.
I don't know.
Or
Maybe
is it-
both.
I
Or is
got
it-
myself
did
a
you-
sweet deal on those.
Did you say moo
boy.
at the end of that?
Yes, Moo.
I don't get the reference. Oh, it's the milker. It's got to be the handy.
No. Anyway, rolling along, Jaron.
Okay.
Rolling
Tony.
along.
What is it, Tony?
Well, Tony, you'll have to update us in the.
We'll talk about it in the
after.
last call.
Last call.
Aaron Faulkner, Connor Keesaw, and Wonton Good Soup. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits, and where she sits, she shines. Thank you. Bo King Lambo, Jason Eatman, Harry Johnson, Burninated Peasant, B the 8-year-old. It's worth it just for Owen's stories. Never trust someone who doesn't like Fallout. Other James, Hugh G. Rection, Geriga Arimas, Tony the Excel and Power Apps Nerd, Pieman Graphics, Purveyor, Fine Geeky Stickers, Keslo, Eric Steinman, Eric Cruz, Last Call rating 626. Hey, you made it.
Hey,
Nice.
last call.
Noise.
Meh. DP. Buck Futta. What does that mean? Oh, I think you know Trebek. Do you feel
Buck
macizo?
Futta.
You look macizo. Donor 7069.
That's from that guy who created all them people's donor 7069. We have him as a listener. Guy's a king. Cancerous
Adam?
king, but
Stuart Lloyd.
Gee.
Get off my lawn, and I'll be the first to donate $20 towards Owen's tank tickler.
yes,
All right.
we've been debating this.
We're out. That's it. We're
I
closing
guess it's
it off
Owen's
for the
now.
day.
It's been claimed by Owen officially.
Are we surprised?
I said I asked him today how many likes to get Patreon dollars for the taint zapper.
And I said more than whatever we
He
could
said
get.
infinity, but I didn't know. That doesn't feel like a real number. I'm gonna have him go give an actual number.
Gross. All right. That is it. We're out of here. Thanks so much for making it to the end and downloading us. and spreading the good word of Geek Show Help Desk. Until then, Owen, take us out.
Hey, how many likes to get the taint tickler? Be an end user.